Hey, couldn't have said it better myself, Jay. Thank you for that update. I'm worried about some of the same exact things he was talking about in that video for our area tonight. We are expecting a mixture of some snow, sleet, freezing rain, and still some plain cold rain, which has been what we've been seeing for most of today. But more ice is really going to start to mix in here since these temperatures will drop tonight. Look at Beckley, already below freezing now at 28 degrees. We've got warmer air layers above our head, so we could get these regular raindrops and then they hit that cold surface and freeze. That's our freezing rain, and that's really what I'm worried about in a lot of places overnight, especially up in Raleigh County. So if you're around Beckley, please be careful. Roads could be becoming slick now, and they will continue to worsen across our entire area into the overnight hours as, again, temperatures continue to plummet and this wintry mix, this moisture continues to move in. We'll see less of the rain and more of that blue and purple mixing in most spots overnight. Precipitation chances are expected to spike, especially after sundown through the late evening and into early tomorrow morning. They'll start to really decline by tomorrow afternoon. I think by tomorrow morning, actually, most of us will see just some clouds around. But until then, please be careful tonight. Cannot stress that enough. You've got to be careful on the roads because this kind of stuff, it could just be very thin layers of ice that you can barely even notice, and they can catch a lot of people off guard. We've got winter storm warnings in effect for Raleigh, Wyoming, McDowell counties, and the ice storm warning in effect for Buchanan County and areas west of there. If you're heading in that area, that's where some heavier ice could be, wider spread power outages, even thicker ice on the roads. If you're in the pink, you're still going to have to worry about some sleet and freezing rain, some very light accumulations that could cause for very slick areas and some isolated power outages. We've got winter weather advisories out for everyone else. Less of the ice accumulations, maybe a tenth of an inch or two in a lot of these places, but we could still have some snow and sleet accumulate too, especially north of I-64. Light enough to not cause widespread issues, but I do think there'll be some slick areas tonight. So that's the main concern on the roads. Please be careful because this kind of ice you won't be able to see in a lot of spots with the naked eye. Now let's talk about again tonight and look at futurecasts. You can see these layers of warm air trying to overrun the cold air at the surface, and that's why we've got a mixed precipitation bag really on the radar there. You can see in the purple and pink, that's mainly sleet and freezing rain. We're still going to have some cold rain in areas west overnight, but mainly snow and some sleet mixing in north of I-64 across Greenbrier, Pocahontas, northern Fayette. Everyone else gets more of a ice mixture with some cold rain, but we dry out quickly tomorrow. We're just going to be very cloudy and cold, temperatures in the 30s, and then we will have another system coming in for the weekend. And again, as far as accumulations go through the evening, traces of snow and sleet really south of I-64, but we could still have that glaze of ice on a lot of elevated surfaces, especially like bridges and overpasses. That will make for slick areas. Up to 1/4 inch of ice is possible in some spots, especially across those western slopes that were under that winter storm warning. And you can see several inches of snow and sleet still accumulate north of I-64, where that air is a bit colder. So again, can't stress it enough. Please be careful out there, and remember, some power loss could still pop up. As we head into Valentine's Day weekend, we could have more rain and ice coming in for Saturday night into Sunday. We're going to stay busy for a while. Hey, stick with us. We'll be right back right after this break.